पहले तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि कुछ है नहीं, डेड रबर है, बट देन ऑल ऑफ अ सडन एक न्यूज आती है कि साका इज फिट एंड ही इज ट्रेनिंग। सो ऑल ऑफ अ सडन काफी एक्साइटमेंट आ गया है। एंड वही सब हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि साका स्टार्ट करने वाला है कि नहीं। तो हमारे पास दो गेस्ट हैं। वन इज फ्रॉम मुंबई, प्रथमेश, एंड द अदर जश फ्रॉम यूएसए।
Yeah, Deepesh, yeah, thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
तो अभी स्टार्ट करते हैं एक बिग क्वेश्चन से कि साका इज इन द ट्रेनिंग एंड ऑल, उसका भी ट्वीट आया है। तो आपको क्या लगता है, इज इट जस्ट अ माइंड गेम और इज ही एक्चुअली फिट एंड रेडी टू स्टार्ट टुमारो?
Yeah, I think definitely, I think Arteta का मेरे को ऐसा लगता है, he just doesn't introduce any player when he's
Yeah,
deemed fit. वो
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he starts doing some drills पीछे. He's doing contact sports, 5v5, 7v7, and then once he's like proper ready to start a game, उसको तब introduce करता है Arteta. I have seen that with Gabriel Jesus as well. So I think he's definitely fit to start the game, but उसको slowly condition करना चाहिए. He should get like 30 minutes, get a good introduction back to the Emirates. He'll pretty sure know how much he's loved. And 30 minutes now, maybe more than that in the next game against Everton, or
Correct.
maybe start against Everton, get 60 minutes, and then pretty much get ready for the main game. That's how I think Saka should come on. Pretty sure he's fit because he introduced himself again, which was a nice gesture from the team, from the club that let him announce himself back. So yeah, that's a very good exciting point about the game.
Yeah, I do agree with what Jash is saying. We just saw, Arsenal Twitter account and other social media accounts, and Saka himself, say that I'm back. So it does mean that he's been training for quite a while. As far as start is concerned, I don't think he'll be starting. As just told us, it's like basically I think he'll be on the bench. We'll see Ethan starting against Fulham, and Saka might get around 20 to 30 minutes this game and come on as a sub. Hopefully the match is done by then, because we don't want him to overcommit himself and
True.
get again injured, or have some fatigue issues while playing against Fulham. So that's very vital for us to like manage his time. I think there is a game tomorrow for under 21s, which is there, Arsenal against some club. I am not sure of the schedule as such, but I think there's an under 21 game. So it's very
Mm-hmm.
interesting to see whether Saka will play. If Saka plays tomorrow for the under 21s, and we have seen it happen a lot of time, like when a player is back, Mikael tells them to play for the under 21s first before coming in the first team. So if he does play against, again tomorrow, so there's very
Mm.
less chance of him being in the Fulham squad. Like,
Mm.
and I see him, play for 30 to 45 minutes against Everton and start against Madrid if all goes well.
ठीक है, तो फिर फुलम की बात करते हैं। दे हैव बीन अ बोगी टीम फॉर अस ना।
Yeah,
आई थिंक पिछले सीजन के स्टार्टिंग से हमने हराया नहीं है उन्हें, मतलब पिछले
yeah,
3 अगर गेम्स देखा जाए। एंड तो मतलब वो हमारे लिए हमेशा टफ टीम रही है। एंड अगर प्रीमियर लीग का अगर फॉर्म देखा जाए तो हम पिछले 5 मैचेस में हम बस 2 ही मैच जीते हैं। एंड बहुत मुश्किल से आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग टाइम हम चेल्सी के अगेंस्ट जीते थे, एंड दैट वाज अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट गेम फॉर अस। एंड फुलम रिसेंटली उन्होंने 5 मैचेस में 3 मैचेस जीते हैं प्रीमियर
okay.
लीग में। उनका लास्ट विन था, बट रिसेंटली अभी वो एफए कप में हारे हैं कल ही क्रिस्टल पैलेस से।
Hmm.
तो हाँ, एंड और टेबल में देखा जाए तो दे आर लाइक 3 पॉइंट्स बिहाइंड मैनचेस्टर सिटी एंड 4 पॉइंट्स बिहाइंड चेल्सी। So fourth is Chelsea, fifth is Manchester City. So this match is not gonna be a dead rubber, right? मतलब उसमें मतलब अगर कल जीत जाती है फुलम तो they'll be very close to the Champions League slot. So मतलब this is gonna be a big match for us. कैसा मैच प्लान आउट होने वाला है? एंड फुलम की टीम देखा जाए तो क्या कौन सा एक प्लेयर है जो विच इज अ थ्रेट फॉर अस?
Yeah, Fulham, I think probably pretty much is a dead rubber for us as far as Premier League point of view, but
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should consider it as a good game leading up to Real Madrid. We should have tactical setup such that we are able to cope well with the Real Madrid team. Fulham ke liye it's a very big match for sure. They are 3 points behind the Champions League spots, and I think Man City, all those teams are gettable right now. They look pretty vulnerable. So uh, yeah, Fulham has been our bogey team. I guess they play mid block, which
Hmm.
is our main concern.
Hmm.
Uh,
Mm,
Arteta has not been able to solve the mid block concerns yet. Still,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
don't know
true.
how, but yeah. Uh, their main player, I think, our role player, Emil Smith Rowe,
Okay.
Okay.
maybe
Okay. Okay.
he
Yeah.
could be. I've seen like any player who is returning back to their club usually
Okay.
scores or assists most of the times.
Okay.
We have Alex Iwobi, Raul Jimenez. There are a lot of dangerous players who could.
Mm-hmm.
Willian is also there right now.
Oh man,
Okay.
Willian,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
So
Iwobi.
Iwobi,
Iwobi as well.
Leno.
Lot of dangerous
Leno.
players in there
Yeah.
given by us. We have given
Yeah.
them so many players. I think they should just gift us 3 points
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
for just for that. Because of us, probably they are they are in the position which they are. But nah, joking aside, yeah, it's a mid block problem for us, which I think Arteta needs to solve pretty
Mm,
quickly. Not now, but in the transfer window.
Correct.
We
Correct.
need more runners in the midfield who can run through them.
Correct.
I thought Declan Rice would be the one, but I don't think like he's playing with a handbrake, looks like.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
yeah, I guess set pieces would be again crucial for this game.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we need to look for that. And I guess I don't want to see the Mikel Merino experiment again. I don't think it's really
Okay.
working.
Okay. So who are
Okay.
you actually playing as the center forward now? Because okay, so you're seeing Gabriel Martinelli or Trossard play center forward in this game.
I don't think Arteta prefers to play Martinelli. I would love to see him there, but Arteta doesn't prefer him somehow. So I would like
Okay.
to see Trossard playing up front as a
Okay.
false nine. Martinelli can play regular right wing uh,
Okay. So
and
are you
Vaneri.
actually, because Ethan is also back? So
Yeah,
should we
Vaneri
discuss
should
about? So are you gonna play like who's gonna play right back for you then?
right back. I think
Right wing. Sorry, not right back. Right wing. Sorry.
right
Right
wing
wing.
Vaneri should start for now. Uh,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure expecting Saka on the bench, so we have that impact. We have Sterling back, so we have almost a lot of attackers now
Hmm.
that Mikel Merino can now drop back to midfield,
Okay.
and we should continue with the regular forwards in our team. Mikel Merino का कैसा है? He's good in the air. He's good
Hmm.
in link up, but
Hmm.
transitions he's pretty slow.
Slow. Correct. Correct.
उसको box में that he doesn't have the striker's instinct. Now Havertz used to play. We used to at least create a lot of chances because of Havertz's movement.
Mm,
We
true.
all know Havertz misses a lot of chances, but his movement created a lot of goal scoring opportunities for us.
And the
Mikel
runs
Merino
in the
can't do
box,
that.
yeah, and the runs in the box is very underrated as well. I mean, the runs which he makes in the boxes was vital for us because
Yeah,
even though if it doesn't score, he brings a lot of players to the opponent players to actually to defend against him. So like he has that gravity factor as well. So it
yeah, exactly.
creates an opening for the left wing, like
Yeah,
Trossard, for example, to score goals. So as you said, he's vital and we'll obviously miss a player like him, especially against Madrid, I would say.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I think yeah that we need to start back looking to get back our forwards in the forward line. We will be having two forwards on the bench if we play Vaneri, Martinelli, and Trossard. So that's the front three I would go with.
Okay. Okay. So I think with Fulham, what the main player is the left back Anthony Robinson for them. Anthony
Yeah,
Robinson. Sorry. So
Mm-hmm.
he actually has more assists than Odegaard, Bruno, and KDB this season. So he's very vital for them in that aspect. He's one of the players who's actually playing in a very advanced position. So there are like three players. The right back who is their Castagne, Bassi and Diop, right? So these three players are like the players who will be sitting there. They have two defensive mids who will be like sitting in front of them, as you said, to create a mid block. And Robinson will be another player who will be like drifting very forward and will be playing a very forward line, right? So he'll be a person who will be like passing the ball, crossing the ball to Jimenez, who will be like pinned to the center backs, our center backs, right? So he's a very pivotal player for us. So like in our case, like we have Timber, like who's very good for one on one. So it's like a positive for us because Timber will stop him. The main dynamics are on the left, which is like as you mentioned, Iwobi is one of the players who's on in form and doing really well. So Iwobi on the left, Anthony Robinson on the left, these two players and Gimenez. These three players actually combine in a triangle and create a lot of problems for the clubs, right? All the clubs,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where they are actually very threatening to us. So if you have to like defeat them, Timber has to have a very good game. Partey has to have a very good game because Partey will be another player who will be like defending a lot. You mentioned about Declan Rice. Declan Rice will be playing a very free role in this game because the mid block during the mid block, or we have seen against Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
What Declan Rice does is he actually moves to stop the left back, which was Cucurella there, right? So his
Hmm.
main role was to stop the left back to progress. So he was always there either on Cucurella or he was on Caicedo. So his role will be
Mm-hmm.
stopping the first receiver to actually bypass our midfield and run towards our goal, right? So in this case, he'll be like on Robinson always, and there will be like Odegaard and Partey stopping in the middle. Like they'll be dropping down in a pivot and trying to stop their threatening forwards. Like for example, I think ESR would start against us, and Pereira will be on the right. So these two players plus Jimenez will be the players who Odegaard and Partey will try to stop. So our main focus should be on Robinson. If we stop Robinson, they literally have no threat. And I see this being a very good game. Like I don't think they'll be able to score because Timber will be there obviously, and Timber is like since we have a break, Timber is also playing after a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So like he'll be fresh in that regard. So I think that this will be a standard 2-0 win. I hope that this gets like the 2 goals or 3 goals which will score will be done before the halftime because then we can introduce Saka as much as early as possible and he can
True.
have a run in. So that's the main objective of me. Even if it's like a draw, it won't matter for us because the main objective, as you said, is to introduce Saka and make him get some minutes under his belt.
But draw हो गया तो but then we are what like 3-4 points ahead of Nottingham Forest and all. तो एक second place
No,
का लोचा हो जाएगा,
no, I don't
you
think so.
know.
I don't think Nottingham Forest will make third as well. I just told you in the last episode as well. I think it will be City will get third because Forest ka jo games which are coming are quite difficult. So like the gap will be. I don't think they'll be making third as well because the games which are coming hard and fast plus they have the FA Cup as well. So there will be points dropped there. I think that second is almost fixed. The first and
Yeah.
second is almost fixed. The third to fifth or sixth is where where a lot
Yeah,
of clubs rotate. Even Fulham can come in, as you said. If they win against us, they have a very good chance to get fifth or sixth because the run-ins is easy. City, I think they have Leicester next, and they have like last 5 games. May like they have except
Pretty
Villa, I
easy
think they
stuff.
have
Yeah.
four very easy games. So like you can expect them to win at least 80 to 18 points if they're good. Like in the 9 games, I can expect them to win at least 7.
hmm.
So they have a very good run. So while actually when we're sitting and when we're actually looking at the table in the beginning of the season, like all of us, right? And we actually considered City to be the favorites to win the title. और Arsenal and City का
True.
ये रहेगा फाइट
हाँ
रहेगा
हाँ.
एंड वी वर हम लोग का लिवरपूल है एंड सिटी का पैलेस है फॉर एग्जांपल एंड वी वर लाइक इतना इजी रन अप है सिटी का लास्ट
Yeah.
में
Yeah,
सो
yeah,
वी
yeah.
हैव टू हैव
Against it is
एटलीस्ट
easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
हाँ
yeah.
5 or 6 points चाहिए गोइंग इनटू 30 35th गेम 36 गेम एटलीस्ट 5 पॉइंट का ये चाहिए ना तो वी आर स्क्रूड ऐसे था हम लोग का
Hmm.
सो लाइक
Yeah.
there is a
Hmm.
very high chance of City getting third. I would say right now.
Hmm. या इसी बात का दुख है, लेकिन बिकॉज अगर देखा जाए ना तो नाउ अभी हमारे फिक्चर फ्रॉम नाउ टिल द एंड ऑफ द सीजन आर मतलब अपार्ट फ्रॉम लिवरपूल इट्स
Hmm.
कंपैरेटिवली बहुत सही है फिक्चर्स, तो अगर
Yeah,
हम
yeah. Some
टाइटल
of them.
रेस में होते हैं ना,
Correct.
इनफैक्ट 3-4 पॉइंट्स बिहाइंड भी होते हैं तो अभी
Correct.
इट वुड हैव बीन अलाइव द
Correct.
टाइटल रेस,
Correct.
बट देन खत्म
But
हो गई.
but then again, what's happening is we never expected. Palace is doing well right now, right?
या
Fulham is doing well, so we weren't actually expecting these clubs to do well. Like हम लोग को लग रहे थे कि they'll be
ट्रू
like
ट्रू.
mid-table, uh,
या
around 12th, 13th and all, but they have actually expected played better than expectations. So they are also tough fixture. So like we'll be playing Palace soon, so it will be like a tough fixture as well. So it's not easy 3 points out.
ठीक है, फिर लाइनअप्स की बात करते हैं. फिर
Yeah,
गोलकीपर से स्टार्ट, ऑफ कोर्स राया, आप सब
yeah.
एग्री करोगे. राइट बैक, राइट बैक टिम्बर।
Yeah,
Yeah,
देन वही अपने सेंट्रल डिफेंडर्स वही
center
रहेंगे, सलीबा,
Gabriel and
defenders.
Saliba.
Yeah.
गैब्रियल एंड सलीबा। लेफ्ट बैक में कैलिफरी आई गेस इंजर्ड है या सही हो गया?
He's injured, so he'll be
He is
not.
He's
injured,
injured.
yeah. We haven't
Yeah,
received any
not.
official
I
update
don't think
from the
he'll be
club.
fit against Madrid as well. So like it will be MLS who will start the next 2 or 3
Hmm.
games.
ओके, तो लुइस केली हो गया एंड अपना फिर मिडफील्ड भी वही सॉर्टेड है, पार्टे, ओडेगार्ड
Yeah,
एंड
regular
Rice,
midfield three.
Rice.
राइस। एंड फॉरवर्ड्स का वही है कि फॉरवर्ड्स में कौन
I'm actually going with Merino for this game because
हम्म।
the three of the defenders which they have are very physical. So if Martinelli starts or Trossard starts against these three, it might actually stop him from scoring. And I see Trossard play better as an impact sub as opposed to starting. So I see Merino start. I see Martinelli play as a left winger, and I see Ethan as a right winger in this game against Fulham.
ओके, सो ट्रोसार्ड वोंट बी स्टार्टिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
Trossard, according to me, will be like an impact sub, and he plays really well when he plays as an impact sub. So I see him play that role at least in the coming games.
ठीक है,
Yeah,
फिर
I think
प्रेडिक्ट।
Arteta likes that kind of forward, uh,
Who,
like Mikel Merino, like Kai Havertz,
yeah, yeah.
who's linking
Yeah.
up
So,
Yeah,
everyone.
like against
So
physical teams like even
yeah,
Everton, right? I think he makes a lot of sense because
mm,
you need someone who's physical against a physical centre back. So, for these clubs, like if you're playing against someone like United, it makes sense to start Martinelli because the centre backs aren't very
yeah,
physical. But here, what is happening? There are three. Even Castagne, who's the right back, he's also physical.
mm,
The mid block, the center mids are also physical. Burge and Lukic, right? So these two players are also physical, and they are like recyclers. So they'll stop the ball, they'll just pass the ball ahead. So you need someone who's very good in the air. So it
yeah,
was like obviously it should have been Kai, but since he's out, I would still
mm.
start Marine.
ठीक है।
Yeah, Arteta prefers that looks like, and I
Yeah,
think last game as well, I saw Trossard and Martinelli start along with Merino, so that could also be a combination. I think
but
he's
Ethan was
managing.
out for that game. I mean, Ethan was either workload or something. He was not
Yeah, he was
really fit.
managing his minutes, looks like.
Yeah,
So,
so he played against England, like the England
yeah,
under 21 game started. So like he should be
mm,
back. Like so,
right.
you can either have both of them start as you said, or since there is actually there is no suggestion that Ethan is in bad form or he should be dropped.
Yeah,
So and he's playing well on the right. So like
I think
for
Arteta knew he's gonna play 290 minutes for England under 21, so he was managing his minutes against
correct,
Chelsea.
correct, correct,
So yeah, he should be back. He's not the kind of player who should be sitting on the bench for now.
correct, correct, correct.
So
ठीक है, तो
yeah,
प्रेडिक्शंस की बात करते हैं। प्रेडिक्शंस क्या है आप दोनों के?
I'll go with a solid 3-0. I'd like to
3-0।
see couple of open play goals and a
हम्म
corner goal. Keeping
हम्म
Madrid in mind that they are not good at set pieces, so we should get our set piece game going again.
हम्म।
And even though Fulham has a lot of threats, we should be able to handle them pretty sure. We are apna pura defense, keeper, midfield, spine. We should be able to handle them defensively, and then attacking wise,
हम्म।
we should be able to hit them. And we are at the Emirates, so I expect a good
Hmm,
performance. So
hmm.
I'd go with a 3-0.
I think I'll
So
also go with a win. I'll go with a 2-0 win. I think Rice will be one of the scorers, like since they are actually they are much more open on the left. So you see against Palace as well. Izzy was the player who was running up and down, and there was a lot of gaps on the left for them. So I expect Rice to score this game if he's given an opening. I do expect Merino to score as well from a cross, hopefully. But they are also very good in the air. The centre backs and the
yeah,
midfielders are good in the air. So I don't think we'll be able to score a set piece goal as such. But I think 2-0 victory is what I expect. I do hope that Saka comes back and he scores a goal or at least provides a assist. But it will be good for the confidence as well going forward. But I see a 2-0 victory at least.
फॉर मी आई एम गोना डिफर। मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है 1-1 बिकॉज टीम्स आर कमिंग बैक आफ्टर द इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक। तो अगर अभी आप FA कप के मैचेस भी देखो ना कि सबके सब रस्टी हैं प्लेयर्स, तो
Okay.
फुलम का जो रस्टी पीरियड था दैट इज ओवर बिकॉज दे हैव प्लेड अ मैच, ऑल्दो दे हारे हैं तो दिल बी लो इन कॉन्फिडेंस, बट अगेन वो रस्टीनेस, मतलब दैट वी हैव सीन, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि रस्टीनेस रहती है। एंड आर्सेनल का ये पहला मैच होगा, एंड कंसिडरिंग कि भाई चेल्सी के अगेंस्ट भी हम हो गए, जीत गए, बट एक ही तो गोल मारा था, एंड दैट टू फ्रॉम अ सेट पीस। तो आई एम नॉट, मेरे को ऐसा नहीं लग रहा कि अभी भी हम बहुत गोल मार पाएंगे। Let's see, hope for the best, but मेरा prediction would be like Fulham would score one goal in the first half and हम एक late equalizer मारेंगे। तो for me it's gonna be a 1-1 draw। तो चलो ठीक है, वीडियो को यहीं पर एंड करते हैं।
Yeah,
एंड
thanks.
अगर आपको
Thanks.
अगर आप सबको हमारा कंटेंट पसंद है तो प्लीज चैनल को प्लीज सब्सक्राइब करेगा। अभी हो गया, मैं इसको काट दूंगा।